All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Brad Miller, and I have the pleasure of getting to host this call tonight. This is a real stories of health call. We do them all the time because we have awesome stories like this all the time that people change in their lives. It's a part of the community. Some of you guys are looking to see, what a friend has done to change their health. Some of you are on your plan and just kicking butt, and this is part of your support, motivation, and everything that we do. And some of you guys have been like, you're already paying it forward to people. Like you've changed your health incredibly. Like Gina, who's on my screen right now, that's who I'm looking at, is, just changed our health dramatically and helping other people change their health as well. My name is Brad Miller. My wife and I are certified health coaches. Never thought that certified health anything would be anywhere near my name. My family, our health story began when we saw our family lose over 2,000 pounds combined. And I know that is a massive number. That's truly how much they've all lost together. It's a larger family. They were a large family, and now we're a large, healthy, small family. But they really stopped a generational deal that was going on in our life. The average weight loss for my aunts, uncles, family, grandma, grandpa was somewhere between 40 and 100 pounds. So you could see where we're going. And this is a little bit about us because I was able to lose 30 pounds on this plan. My wife lost 10 originally and actually has since we've had our little guy. She actually lost all of her baby weight, and we're starting a whole generation of health for our family. I love helping people, and this is actually why health coaching became a fit for my wife and I. And you're going to get to hear some of those stories tonight. So we're going to talk, we're going to go over a little bit of information, a review of the plans that we use. This will be an information for you if you've been looking to find out what this is all about. But mostly we just share stories because we can tell you all the different great things about this, but really I noticed that the reason why I started this is because someone I knew used it and it worked for them. And honestly, that was my mom. And I mean this with all love intended, but I was like, if this can work for my mom, it can work for me too. So it just gave me the hope that I knew I could do this. So I'm just going to turn it over to some of our first few stories. So the first story that we have is Lisa. And if Lisa could take herself off mute, she's going to tell us a little bit about what her health journey has been like this last little bit, because I think you actually hit a pretty monumental mark the last few days, Lisa.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. I hit 50 pounds over last week, so that was kind of a big deal to me. I honestly, 5 months ago, if you had told me I was going to be 50 pounds lighter by March of this year, I would have laughed at you. So that's exactly what happened. Going back all the way to September, start off with, I got married in September. So, I was the newlywed. I was ecstatically happy for marrying my best friend in the whole wide world. And, but I was also extremely embarrassed because I really, in all sense of the word, let myself go. And I kept feeling like I was being fake or kind of a fraud in a way, because I thought this isn't the me that he met. And I really had that desire to get back to finding me, that person again. And I jumped on board. I saw Julie, who was my my girlfriend, and she's now my health coach. And she posted a picture just like the one that you see up on the screen. And I called her that day and I said, whatever you're doing, I want in, and get me started. What do I have to do? She gave me a minute to do some research, and that's all it took. And started 2 weeks before Thanksgiving and went through the holidays, deciding that doing this program, I was going to give 110%. And I'm so incredibly thankful that I did, because it isn't hard. That was one of the things that when I do talk to people about it, I really let them know that it's unlike anything else that I've ever experienced when it comes to healthy eating and changing your habits and getting really into it. And like what Brad just brought up about him doing it with his family and his wife, I am doing the same thing. My husband's jumped on board and is working on getting healthier as well. He weighed in and he's lost 17 pounds as of January. And I'm super proud of him because, he always said, oh, I can't do anything like that. Well, he obviously can. And because of the program and because of my belief in it so passionately and how good I feel and how wonderful it's made, my husband feel and anybody that else has been involved, I'm jumping on and became a health coach just almost 2 weeks ago. And that part's all new, but I'm learning and I love it and I don't care. I tell everybody about it. I'm putting up new posts. I'm kind of dangling a carrot. People want to know what's going on, what changed. When I see people I haven't seen in a while, it's a big change. I didn't think it was, um, until my daughter saw me just 2 weeks ago. She came down. I hadn't seen her since January. We spent New Year's together, and her fiance came down, and she about fell out of the car when I was standing out front, and she said, "My God, Mom, wow, I could see it. Wow." And that just right there kind of solidified, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. And her wedding is in June, and I plan to be at goal by then some. I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping just because I hit goal. This is a lifestyle that I enjoy, and it is something that I can't wait to see what happens, not just for myself, but for anybody else I could touch and talk about and help and guide and be there to be a support. So that's my story, and
I
it's pretty
love
awesome.
it, Lisa. It's a pretty good story too. Like, and I love that you just like you're totally on track, and you like so many people probably think about that, can resonate with that. Been at a wedding, but you're going to be at where you want to be on your wedding day. And I don't think I actually caught it. How much did you just cross over the line the other day on? Like, how much was that magic mark?
It was at 50 pounds.
50
I'm
pounds.
actually at 52 pounds as of this morning.
Dang, every single
So
day it's changing. It's
yeah,
weird.
it just keeps going and going and going. You know, I have added in some new exercise regimes into my program, but it's not anything over the top.
Yeah,
Honest to God,
it's super
walking
easy.
is yeah. And then my dad and I do exercises in the morning together, and that's about it. And
I
so
love it. What an
I
amazing
feel,
story of
yeah,
inspiration
it's
that you have. That's so
really
cool.
awesome.
Congrats,
Yeah,
Lisa. Thanks for sharing. I
thanks.
know that inspired somebody tonight. The next person I want to bring on is a Spitfire too. She actually hit a pretty exciting mark here, and she's gonna be my co-host tonight because she's actually helped facilitate some of the stories that are gonna be sharing tonight. So, Ashley, are you on? Can you tell us a little about the girl in this picture and what's changed for you this last little bit? Because I think you got some energy on it.
I am here, Brad, and thank you for letting me share. And um, so when my health story started in August, the gal on the left of those pictures was a horse trainer, or pony trainer to be specific. I taught kids to ride, all of that. I was miserable. I didn't even wear shoes that I had to tie because I didn't want to bend over and be uncomfortable. I had tried CrossFit. I had tried paleo diets. I had tried Weight Watchers. I had tried everything that there was under the sun, and I was miserable. And I just told myself at a point, you know what? God decided I'm just going to be big, and I'm just going to be big, and that's just how it's going to be. I didn't have any of the health problems that other people that I knew that were bigger had, and all of that. And, I was 225 pounds, and that's by golly just where God wanted me to be. And thankfully, my neighbor, I move in and she's drinking shakes and she's all, "Hey, buddy, I'm having a shake." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, some fad diet, I'm just going to be fat. That's fine." And she lost 18 pounds, 25 pounds, 30 pounds, 35 pounds. I'm like, "I don't know what you're doing, but I just need to do it. If it's working for you and I'm literally watching you melt in front of me, I need this." So I did it. And my big goal that I just reached, just like Lisa, was 50 pounds. And that was my original goal. I mean, I hit my goal weight. And I made the decision now that I can do this. I'm going to go for more. And, I ended up unfortunately closing my pony business. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And again, literally, God stepped in and said, "Hey, actually, you're going to be a health coach." And I'm like, if someone would have told me 3 months prior to me starting this program that I was going to lose 50 pounds and be a certified health coach and help people. I mean, just like Brad said, never in my life did I ever think certified health anything was ever going to be on my resume, but it is, and I love it. And every single day I help people. I get the fulfillment of helping people. We talk about the when we make a decision in our life, it's emotionally driven. Why do I want to do it? And I just didn't want to be fat. I mean, that plain and simple. I was done being fat. And then you look at it and you say, well, how am I going to do this? I tried so many other things and this, that, and the other. And then my what is I found this program and it changed my life. Not only did it change my life, but I was able to move 1,700 miles across the country to a new job, a new region. I mean, snow. I live in snow now. I grew up in California. Come on now. So I was able to continue my health journey. I'm able to be a health coach anywhere in the world. I mean, I have a healthy body because I decided to take on this program. I have healthy finances because I'm able to work with people and get fulfillment with helping them every day, no matter where I am. I've talked to people in the airport. I'm sitting in my car right now talking to you guys because this is so important to me. And the satisfaction of knowing that I've helped people have given me my healthy mind. And I love it. I mean, my clients to date have lost over 1,200 pounds, and it's so satisfying to me. And on that note, I would like to take a little time to introduce, okay, so when I saw this slide, I'm like, this is my life. Like, you know, when you think I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, you think it's going to be the one on the left. And then you move and you change your job and you change your life and things happen in your life. And nothing's ever just a straight and narrow. You know, people always say, stay on the straight and narrow. Well, that's not the path I want to be. I've done all of these things, and mine literally looks like the one on the right. And I'm happy, I'm healthy. I mean, my life could not be any better. I think I told Brad this the other day, that finding this program has made my life, and it's made me who I am, and it's made me the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. So yeah. Okay, so this is one of my clients who has recently become a health coach, and this is Lindsay, and she's going to tell us her amazing story. Lindsay, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, awesome.
Hi, so I am Lindsay. I am a 26-year-old veterinary student in my last 2 months of veterinary school at this point, hence the blue scrubs and the stethoscope, because I only kind of got my 30 minutes to run away from my patients, and then I have to finish this call and run back to them. To date, I have lost 24 pounds on the program, so I'm a little bit behind everyone else, but getting there. My goal weight is another 50 pounds. So I was a college, Division I college soccer athlete all through undergrad, and was told through all of undergrad, even as a Division I athlete, that I was overweight. I was told by my coaches on a weekly basis that I was overweight and to lose weight. I saw a nutritionist once a week and was eating nothing. I was eating basically just a piece of lettuce a day so that I could drop weight, and that worked, but it's not really a sustainable lifestyle. So when I got into vet school, I gained about 50 pounds in the last year of vet school because I'm running around crazy and I don't have a lot of free time, obviously. And there's a lot of free pizza in vet school, and free food is very appealing. So I actually met Ashley when she posted on an equestrian Facebook page that she had lost all of this weight, and I had gained 50 pounds recently and was fed up. So messaged her, pretty skeptical, and pretty much just assumed I was going to spend the money the first month and I was going to quit after the first month and it was going to be fine. And within the first 2 weeks, I had dropped 8 pounds and has continued from there. So it's been going well with my schedule, surprisingly. It's great to be able to grab some quick foods as I leave the house and know that I have a box of shakes in my car for when I don't leave the clinic till 8 p.m. and I'm starving as I'm driving home. I can throw it into a water bottle and drink something so that I don't end up at Burger King or Jack in the Box or somewhere easy. So it has changed my life in multiple ways. There's a picture up there of me riding my horse. I am at a very unhealthy weight for riding the size of horse that I have. So he's very appreciative of me having lost the weight. And I've had everyone throughout the vet school, anytime I make one of the lunches, what is that? That smells really good. What are you doing? How are you losing the weight? So I'm happy to be able to share it with everyone and be able to finally tell everyone, hey, you can have this crazy lifestyle and you can be running around like a chicken with your head cut off like me, and you can still lose weight on this diet. I want to start working out, but I have worked out once over the last 6 months that I've been on this diet. So, or 4 months. So it is entirely possible to do without working out, if that's something that's either physically you're unable to do or time-wise, like me, unable to do. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, Lindsay. I totally love your story. I love that your horse loves that you're getting healthy too. I posted a big thing about that today. So that's phenomenal. And your story is just so much fun. So thank you so much for sharing. All right. So next we have Heidi. She is another phenomenal client turned health coach that I have. And her story is a lot of fun because now it's not just Heidi that's on getting healthy with our program. So Heidi, you want to go ahead and share your story?
Yeah, thank you for having me on. Like Ashley said, yeah, it's not just me anymore. I have a whole bunch of family on it now, and even my little one enjoys the lean green meals. But kind of backing up I started back in late September, early October. I had just taken my son, who was at that time like 6 months old, to his first Giants game, and we did the picture behind the 3 trophies and all that stuff. And I saw the picture, and I was like, at first I was like, yay, we're going to put this in his room. And I saw the picture, and I'm like, no, I want to destroy this. Like, I look terrible. Like, and it was kind of my aha moment because I felt like I had lost weight, but really I didn't. Like, I lost some of the baby weight, but really just, it was just in different places, and they weren't in good places. So from there, I just kind of got down. I went back to work and teaching and stuff and got busy. And then Ashley posted a few progress pictures, and I was like, wait a minute, like, what is she doing? And I was talking to my husband, and he's like, oh, whatever you want to do. Like, I'm not going to do anything different though, because I like my meat and potatoes. This is just what I am, yada, yada, yada. And so I started talking to her back and forth, and I don't remember it taking as long. It probably took long to convince me, but soon enough, she got me signed up. And since then, I'm down officially 35 pounds at this point. And a little off from my main goal is another 15 pounds. But like Ashley said, life is not this straight and narrow arrow. It's bumpy curves. You go around the bends every time. We've had some family stuff going on. And so what I like about the program, though, is the fact that I have all the craziness in my life, ag teaching. Every single weekend, I'm out of town with the kids, traveling from 4 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night sometimes. And when I stop and get them food, I'm not getting out of the car at Burger King or Taco Bell or McDonald's in the morning. I have my stuff, and I get to sit in the warm car, and they get to go freeze their tush off and go get their meals. And even like what I choose to stop or where I choose to stop, like I've figured out is healthier than it has been in the past for the kids. And so like my students even made a comment like, well, the lunches you pick up aren't like tacos anymore. And I'm like, no, like I get you guys like salad mix and make you have a salad. And then, and so I'm trying to like, I don't want to be a bad influence on them, I guess. But my husband started, Bobby started back, and it took him till about right before Thanksgiving, which was the worst time for him to start because Thanksgiving dinner is his favorite. And so through the holidays, it was kind of spotty. But he is down 36 pounds as of this week, and has been killing it. Like all of a sudden we're in the middle of, we're finishing up spring calving, and all of a sudden he has a whole bunch of energy. He made a comment to me. He's like, I just feel like I have more energy. Don't mind going out at 2 a.m. to go check calving, and before, during calving season, like his friends knew, like nobody talked to Bobby because he was just really grumpy. And so the fact that he has this energy and this new demeanor is a lot of fun. And then, my little one's now walking, and we have the energy to follow him around and chase him and really lead the lifestyle of health and teach him health. Like he chooses to eat pears and broccoli and lean protein instead of all of the Gerber puffs and all the other food that I could buy in the processed food. He chooses the lean green stuff. And so that's been big for us, is just the fact that I can now share with other people. I have one of my clients, she's down 17 pounds in the last few weeks, and her doctor just took her off her diabetic medicine this week. And so, that was huge for her. It was one of her goals. And so hearing that from her was really exciting for me. And she's actually part of my family. And so being able to share the health of my family outside of, my husband and I and my son has been a lot of fun.
Oh, Heidi, that's so incredible. Like, I love the changes that you've made, like not only just yourself, but your husband, your entire family, and you're changing the health of your generation ahead. Like, and you're changing the high schoolers. Like, that's the hardest one to do. Like, I don't know how you're doing that, like with the kids you're teaching. Like, how do you get them to like eat healthy? Like, because that would have been a crazy influence on me. But you're changing so many lives. And what's cool, but I was actually thinking about this, just all the people that shared tonight, we're over 200 pounds lost. It just in this group right here. So, and it's more than just the weight loss, it's the health gained. And you can really just see that in your story. Like, I just love it about your story. You've gained that back. And I think so many, I know, my wife hit her goal weight, recently after having our first child. And I just know how huge that is. So like, just the fact that you're moving forward, it's got to be huge for you on your journey. So congrats again. And what an amazing inspiration. So, that's why we share these stories, because they're so inspiring to hear. And it's like, wow, that person can do it. I can do it too. And, whether you're already on plan or you're a coach, like the cool thing is the journey never ends. So we're always asking, what about you? How can we help you be better? How can you be a better person? Because, I think many of us, I talked to someone last night who was on day 3 and they were just like, wow, I can't believe I let myself get to this. And I feel so bad about that I let myself do this. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's what happens around us every single day. Like, that's why we're doing this one step at a time with relationships, because how are you supposed to know to be healthy when everyone else around you is making the same decision? So, and I think we all start to give up on our dreams a little bit. Life happens and we don't intend to be where we want to be at. Like, Bobby didn't want to be grumpy, during calving season. It was probably not his intention. So the fact, Heidi, that that's where he's at and where your family's at just shows you like anything's possible, and it feels so good. So I'm just going to finish up here by just covering a little bit about how this works, because that's all the questions that we always get, but we really don't talk about the how until we talk about the why. And the why is really just, how do we help people with optimal health? What is optimal health? And why is it this thing that they're talking about? And why are they not, why is it not a diet? And why is it not just about what we eat? Why is it all these things that they're talking about? Well, it's more than just what we exercise or what we eat. It's about, achieving a healthy mind and a healthy lifestyle, and having coaching and a nutrition and eating plan and support that's going to help you achieve all that. It's kind of like a 3-legged stool. Without one of these legs, the whole thing isn't going to work. You can't have a 2-legged stool just fall over. So it's what really makes the difference. And just like a 3-legged stool, we have 3 really important legs that make our program really important. It's not just the eating plans. It's not just the support. It's not just the habits that we teach, because this is a habit teaching program. It's all of the above working together. So I'm just going to review them real quick. Number 1 is we have support. If you're on the call right now or watching the recording, this is one of them. We do calls like this because, man, I don't know if you guys were paying attention before, but I know I get inspired every time I hear these stories. It reminds me of where I'm at and where I want to go. But we also have Facebook support pages. We have nutritional support that you can reach out to for any specific needs on hand with our program. We also have support calls. Like every Monday, we all get together just because we're crazy like that, and we're people that are just like have extra energy and that are accomplishing things in our health, and we celebrate a topic of health as we go into the week. So there's tons of support, and we've all done something by ourselves, and we know that doing it by ourselves is not the way to do things. Like, it's really hard to do things by ourselves, so we don't let anyone do it by themselves. Number 2 is education, and just really, when I had my first meal, I didn't know everything in my life was going to change. But I started getting down that weight, and I started to realize that this was going to work for me. And then I started diving into this book. And this book, again, by itself isn't going to do anything magical. But as I was changing my habits and having these successes, I was like, wow, everything in this book on how to approach a healthy lifestyle is what I'm doing. I can see myself doing it, and it all makes sense. So we cup it, or we come together with some education on it. And then we also have our nutrition plan. So it's a little bit different based on what you need, but the most important thing is we focus on fueling 6 times a day. It's the way your body was meant to be fueled, and we make it very easy to do this no matter what plan you are on. Kind of my joke about this is, guys, we're all Americans. We're busy. I don't care who you are or where you're at on this line. We're all busy, and there's not enough hours in the day. What if being healthy and nutrition was the easiest part about our day and not the hardest part of our day? Because we have balanced nutrition. We have over 70 healthy meals that we use for our nutrition meal replacements to help structure the day. The lean ingredients that we have, that's what Heidi was talking about, they are simple. We have hundreds of recipes, and they are very simple guidelines. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to follow the steps, and there's plenty of options. And no matter what plan you're doing, you're going to lose or be able to maintain and excel in your health. Our 5-in-1 program, which is what most people do, you lose 2 to 5 pounds a week for your first few weeks, and then usually 1 to 2 thereafter. And, you know, a lot of the time we actually see people doing way more than that, which is cool. But that's what our long-term clinical studies show, because we are a very reputable weight loss program and we're used in a lot of reputable medical establishments. So, and the other thing that I love most about it, and again, going back to why making this simple, like as easy as part of your day, is it's no more than what you're currently spending on food, because all of this that you get just comes through ordering your food. So you're literally trading out your grocer, and your grocer becomes your support, your education piece, and the background and the stability of how it's going to help, or how you're going to create a healthy lifestyle. So here at the bottom, we just have kind of a layout of what a day on plan would look like. There's all these different meals. They're healthy, nutritious. They have everything you need vitamin, nutrient wise. There's no secret to our success. It's chopping up exactly what your body needs and giving it to you the way your body wants to have it, and you don't have to think about it. So we couple that with drinking water, following the plan, and you get predictable results. These are a few of our plans that we have depending on what your goals are. So you'll want to connect. If you're looking at this might be like some of your future plan. Like some of you right now are kicking butt on your weight loss. You might be moving into a 3-in-3 plan, as that is your next level of health. Or some of you are looking to do this and just like looking at 5-in-1 at being at one of the plans that help you get to your goal weight. But, you know, connect with your person that invited you. They'll let you know what the best fit is. But what I love about this is if you combine all 3 of them, the habits of health, one of our nutrition plans, and the support, and dive into it, you literally get these predictable transformations. And these are just a fraction of what we see. Like, these are just some of the ones I grabbed from a recent New Year challenge that we did. This is literally 5 weeks of health results that we see constantly. So the last part I really love about this is we've all tried something, and the stat out there is that 85% of people that even attempt to lose weight that are successful in any way, shape, or form will gain it back and then some within 2 years. That's some pretty staggering, stats. I mean, who would even want to attempt to get healthy if you knew that was your future? Well, that's really what we focus on, and we help people not only be able to finally succeed and have that confidence to succeed, but to know that their work is worth it, and they'll keep on going along the way. And I think the last thing I love about it most is that real people trust real people. I think you heard that almost everyone here on the line tonight to share their story has decided to pay it forward to other people. That's part of the health journey, because you can't move forward to helping people without, expanding on your journey. But the best part about it is that we're like normal people, like helping everyday people, helping regular people get amazing results. So like, these aren't like, I think it's kind of cool that these aren't people that like went to school for a million years. These are people that just are real life, like you and me, and they changed their health, and they can show you how to do the same thing. And we're all just a group of people doing the same thing together. And that's what I love about it. So that's pretty much the information that we have here tonight. I want to thank everyone that shared. I want to thank everyone that tuned in, and just remind you that, you can live the life that you want. You don't have to have restrictions on your life, on anything that you want. And just asking you, kind of like how Heidi was shared, and she saw the people that have changed her life because of what's going on, is who's counting on you to be your healthiest. So wherever you're at, it's going to encourage you to take your health to the next level, push yourself forward. Action on your health feels amazing. No one ever regrets making an effort on their health. And if you did join us tonight and you are one of these, and you are one of the people that are looking at getting healthy, we throw this out every so often. But if you decide that tonight is something that helped you choose to get started, we're actually going to give you $25 towards a nutrition plan of your choice. So if that's you, reach out. Well, actually, we only have 10 of them, so reach out quickly. Usually they go pretty quickly. But if that's you and you want to do this, reach out to the person that invited you and say, yes, I'm ready to get started, or I'm ready to look at what it could be like for me, because we just want to help you make the match and help you have some of the fun that we're having. So thank you for everyone that shared, and great job. And thank you everyone who tuned in. Have a good night.